Hey there everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Shani Speaks Now. And I'm so glad that you all are back here with me watching Shani Speaks Now. I appreciate all the love that I've gotten so far from everyone that's taken the time to watch. Thank you all so much. So, now that we got those thank yous out the way, we are in March. Woohoo! Give it up for spring, baby! Because I am a spring baby. Of course, it's in April, but we'll talk about that when April rolls around. But March is actually the celebration of Women's History Month, the time when we get a chance to celebrate all the things that women have achieved, not just as mothers or sisters or cousins or aunties, but what they've done in the world of business and athletics and everything else that women contribute to the world. And I'm thankful for all the men out there that give us love and support. So we appreciate that, especially during this month of March. Now, one of the things that I really love about Women's History Month, and just the month of March in general, is it's actually a time for us to be able to uplift one another, to share our hopes, our dreams, our ambitions, to support each other, and to use the things that we know and love to empower one another. Now, as you know, or maybe you don't know, if you're just watching this for the first time, but real estate is one of the things that I've really learned to love. And I kind of learned how to love that because of the realtor that helped me get my first home. As a single woman who doesn't have any children, I didn't think that getting a home is something that I want to do. You know, you're taught when you grow up that it's something that once you are married, you have children, you have a family, you buy a house, the American dream, the white picket fence, a couple of kids, a couple of pets, all that good stuff. But it was actually my mom who encouraged me to just look into it. I was a leasing agent already, so I knew the process of renting houses and helping people find a house to rent, and I knew that, you know, they could pay a pretty penny for renting. So I assumed that just because there was a lot that you could pay for renting, that buying a home had to be so much more expensive. But it wasn't until I actually took the time to speak to a realtor who happened to be a woman at my church at that time, and she had a seminar on housing that I actually found out just the ins and outs of what house buying was all about. And it really just started off with her deciding to run my credit score. Who knew? I had a pretty good one. So after starting that process, I got excited about the opportunity to really see that I could have a house one of these days and own something for myself. She helped me throughout that entire process, and I'm so excited to this day for that decision because it really allowed me to be able to do something that was beyond what I ever thought I could do. On top of that, it eventually inspired me to become a realtor, and now I love being able to help people buy homes, sell homes, rent their homes, try to find a place to rent. And I thought, you know what? For Women's History Month, I want to do something that allows me to be able to give back. So with all that being said, this is my debut episode of Condo Queen Chronicles, where as a realtor, I try to give some tips and let you know some things that are going on. But I thought it was awesome for the month of March just to kind of use this time to empower women especially. So I decided to actually have an event that I'm going to put on in the Central Florida area. It's going to take place at Serenata Clubhouse from 12 to 2 p.m. on April 1st. Yes, I know it's April Fool's Day. I did that on purpose because you'll remember it. But there's not going to be anything foolish going on. Trust me, it's really going to be an opportunity for women of all ages to learn not about just the home buying process, but if they've ever thought about being a real estate agent, what that process is like. If they want to know how to get their finances together on other levels, what that's like. And I'll have a lender and different individuals that will be able to pour into your life to kind of let you know what you can do to either have that quote unquote American dream of owning a home one day, or even just figuring out if it's something that you want to invest or do something else that has to do with making sure that you can get that area of your life together. Buying a home is still to this day one of the best things that you can do in terms of investing. Having real estate is something that you can build equity on, and I can go on and on and on about that, and one of these days I'll kind of focus more on those things specifically. But I really want women to know that just because you may not be married yet or may not feel that you're at a point in your life that you can do that, it doesn't hurt to find out that information, and it doesn't hurt to find out that, you know what, maybe you really can do it. That's what happened for me. I thought, there's no way, it doesn't even make sense for me to get a house right now. And it did make sense, and it happened for me, and it can happen for you too. And for all you men out there, I know that you're watching this and thinking this is not an episode for me, but it is. You know why? Because you have women in your life. I know that you have a mother, you have a sister, you have cousins, you have aunts, you have wives, you have girlfriends that can all benefit from this information. So share this episode with them. And if they live in the Central Florida area, you're gonna see below in the description box all the information that you need about the event. And I'll leave you my email address, which is Shani, your realtor, @gmail.com. So again, that's Shani, your realtor at gmail.com. Ladies, there's limited seats, so if you want to be a part of this great event, definitely email me and I will send you the information so that you don't miss out. And it is free. Yes, Free, free. So there's nothing for you to pay, and I will feed you, and I'll have raffle items that you can try to win, and it'll be a lot of fun. So definitely make sure that you email me or DM me at ShaniSpeaksNow on either Instagram or Twitter or anywhere on social media, and I look forward to hearing from you. Well, you know what? That is it for this week's episode of Condo Queen Chronicles on Shani Speaks Now, and thank you all so much for taking the time to watch. As always, you know the motto, always keep the faith and let the Lord fight your battles. I know that's what I do. He definitely holds me down. All right, everyone, until next time, take care. Stop this part right here, and I'm gonna do this part just from this part because I'm starting to ramble.
Okay. Dun 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 dun
I think I'm getting it. I think I'm getting it. 'Cause I was tired, but somehow I'm hurting up. That's what happens when you take back almost midnight.